Good day, gentlemen. This is my second class on etiquette. In this class, I would specifically cover etiquettes at the workplace. I again start with using some portion from the last lecture. Etiquette is about presenting yourself with kind of polish that shows that you can be taken seriously. The word etiquette is derived from French, which is actually means a ticket. Your ticket to getting anything and any place you want. You are a brilliant man, but the impact of your brilliance cannot be felt, seen, or appreciated. Where is the answer? Answer lies on having norms and standard of behavior that is socially acceptable and being comfortable with the people. Research shows that technical skills and knowledge only accounts for about 15% of getting, keeping and advancing in a job. 85% of success is connected to people's skills. The importance of etiquette skills includes cursory, image, trust and reliability, which increases opportunities for new businesses, develops relationships in business, builds confidence and creates goodwill. India is one of the largest and the most multicultural country, and business culture here tends to be more informal and friendly. Now I will cover some personality traits of Indians which you must keep in mind while doing work business in India. There are about 14 major and 300 minor languages spoken in India. English is widely used in business and education. Many Indians are vegetarians. Okay. Favorite topic of conversations are politics, family, cricket, films. Whistling is considered impolite. Alcohol is usually avoided at lunch. And Indian women are not always comfortable drinking in public. Breakfast and dinner meetings are rare, but business lunches have become common. Business decisions are normally made at the highest possible level. Etiquettes are also now dependent upon culture. What is excellent etiquette in one society may be rude in another. So thus understanding culture of India, culture of other countries where you are operating is simply too important for successful business relationship. Sometimes the etiquettes also vary by office, size, specialty, companies, policy, regulation. The general business etiquettes in India are: the gifts are not put open in front of giver. Acceptable gifts are flower, chocolates and perfumes. I will try is an acceptable refusal form rather than saying no. Putting on hands on hips is considered rude. Keeping confidential matters in few hands can be used against the company's interest. So in the modern world, company is able to deal emails effectively to gain competitive edge and achieve professionalism. While replying to an email, include the original mail in your reply. Make your in an email your subject line very specific and meaningful. Use proper structure and layout. Use instead of passive voice, long sentences, words like urgent and important. Never discuss or write confidential information in a mail. Answers should be prompt. Answers should be to the point. And now we go to some other forms of etiquette. For effective meetings, communicate beforehand the objective. And also communicate the expected duration and the topics to be expected to be discussed. Make sure that you arrive 10 to 15 minutes before a meeting and introduce yourself to other participants. A short and light, not firm handshake is customary start of meeting and a non-verbal clue of a friendly dude. Avoid arranging meetings on national holidays. You are expected to adhere certain telephone etiquettes, which is that communication over phone requires the use of non-verbal skills like pleasant tone, sweet voice, proper intonation, and clear articulation of words. Before initiating a call, prepare yourself about your purpose and contents. A confident introduction always makes a positive impression. Introduce yourself in slow, clear manners. Don't use words such as Mr., Mrs. while referring to yourself. You can call other persons by that name. The most important thing to remember is to be considerate, courteous, diplomatic, and thoughtful to people around you, regardless of the circumstances. Address conflict as a situation related conflicts as situation related rather than people related, and never differentiate the people by position or standing with the company. Treat all colleagues with respect and recognition. Always speak well about your organization. Don't leak the secrets and pass to get credit. Remember, do not take credit of your co-workers' contribution to a project. Avoid chewing gums loudly and asking personal questions to a colleague about their family, size, status, religions. Never tell dirty jokes or forward dirty mails. Don't talk about organization. Don't talk about your organization, your other colleagues or bosses behind the backs. It minimizes irritation and contributes a positive work environment. For any business party, carry your business card, avoid drinking too much, and never use foul language or dirty jokes. Do not wear revealing clothes, and never do the backbiting. Always consider the language, time zone, working schedule, holidays, food, tradition and custom of other country for any international business. So, like what I have basically told you about some etiquettes in a workplace. They may not be very sequential, but each has give you some idea about the expected behavior. Thus, the basic knowledge and practice of etiquette is valuable advantage because in a lot of situations a second chance may not be possible. Finally, every workplace has unwritten rules which applies to every aspect of the world, work, like emails, talk, telephone, conduct yourself. By this, I have given you some ideas on etiquettes. You can hear my video on my website www.learn-through-web.com and also see the presentations. Thank you.